Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Sheldon Bartlett-Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Happy Thursday to all of you. It is segment number 205. Crazy. Am I right? Yeah, 205. Happy Thursday to everyone out there. I hope everyone is doing well. I've had a heck of a week, a heck of a new year already. And today is advice. I'm giving advice within the morning message that I'm going to take. I think that so often, good morning, Lisa, how are you? I think that so often we forget to share the small victories that we have in the course of a day or in the course of our lives. Good morning, Donna. I think that, thank you, Lisa. I'm giving you a little animal print today. I'm going to take it out of the closet. My goal is to wear everything that I have. Not that I'm not going to buy anything else. I'm just saying I'm going to wear everything that I have in my closet. But thank you so much for noticing. I hope you guys are doing well. Today is one of those, hey, Michelle, how you doing? Today is one of those things where, or one of those opportunities where I want to kind of give you a piece of advice in which that I needed to follow. I am always and have always been at least BQ before quarantine. I'm doing better during quarantine, and then now AQ after quarantine. I'm doing a lot better. And in 2021, I'm dedicated to this. But I have always been really in the weeds, right? I've always been in a space where my head's down. I'm focused. In my career, I have accomplished a lot. And I can comfortably say that now. I think that a lot of people think that that sounds boastful or braggadocious in a negative way. But I think that what a lot of people do not do is share their victories, and they don't share their wins, and they don't share when they do something right. We got no problems carrying everything that we do wrong, but we have a hard time putting out into the world what we do well and the victories that we had. I mean, even to the point where this morning, and thank you all of you people who are just, showing me some love. This morning, I compiled this really short, kind of screenshot of our new digital platform looks like. So you go to thisisit.tv. It's a new platform. It's similar to the look, the feel, connectivity of a Netflix or a Hulu. I mean, it is comparable to all of that, which houses all of our content. And all of that content, for the most part, was curated during these crazy times, during 2020, now lives all in this one place. And as I was, working with Erin McGovern, shout out to her, absolutely wonderful, a former student who has worked with me, interned with me, and is now, helping me with production as a production coordinator for us, cleaned it all up, literally as if she cleaned up a closet, cleaned up everything, organized everything, categorized everything that was already there and really made it just even more user-friendly. I say this to say, I work on this thing every day. I bring on help to have me work on this thing. I'm building this content every single day. I'm interviewing hundreds of people every single, all of last year, and then going aggressively interviewing 1 to 5 people per day. I've got to take a moment and be like, this looks good. This looks good. Like, I have to take a second and be okay. If this is misunderstood as bragging, but I've got to share where I have put my hard work. I've got to share where those late nights lived, where those early mornings lived. I have to share that because I worked hard for it. And what a lot of you do is we are not sharing the victories that we have earned. We are not sharing what we have accomplished. We are so busy building on top of it, creating more, doing more, feeling dissatisfied with only running the one lap when some people can't even get up at all. That we need to take a look at where we are and really start to celebrate and share our victories. And if I have to challenge you all today to share something amazing that you have done with the people who choose to follow, fan, and like you, to the people that you are too busy to call back, or you haven't had enough chance, or I'm busy this evening, or I have to work late, tell them what you are working for. Tell them what you have been doing. Share the progress of your effort, the progress and the dedication to your brand, to your business. Share that with them. Let them see where all of your effort has been living. And to us, I think that a lot of us, it's shocking to us in the first place. To me, I was shocked even. And I said this to Erin a couple times. I was like, this looks good. She was like, yes, Sheldon. I was like, I didn't realize, because we can't see the forest through the trees quite often. We don't know, and we can't feel the progress in what it is that we've created. We can't feel what it is that we've built. We can't appreciate it because we're living in it in such an intense way. But you have to share the victories. And it's not to brag so other people can see it. It's so you can see it. It's so you can see it. It's so you can see it. We see it very much in the health journey, right? Your before and after pictures, right? We see them all on our feed. People who are attempting to, share with us, what you would look like before a product or service and what you would look like after a product or service. The before and after. But in the entrepreneurial spirit, very rarely do we do that, right? I mean, there's a meme going on that I think is really symbolic of this. This is how it started. This is how it ends, or this is what it looks like now. And I don't think we do enough in between that. I think that it has to be this drastic scenario in order for us to feel as if it's share worthy. It has to be launching of a new digital platform and all of its moving parts. And in this weird way, a version of perfection on the way to being perfect before I share it with all of you. But there's so many small victories that we are keeping to ourselves. And again, I'm not saying to share them for our community, though our community will benefit from them. I'm not saying to share them to lead in conceit or ego. That's not what I'm saying. I say to share it so you can recognize, right? So you can recognize, as you do in a health journey, when you finally put on those pair of jeans that you wore in college that you should have thrown out, right? In that space. I want you to look at what it is that you've done, how far it is that you've come, and recognize it and celebrate it. And know, my friend, know that you are further today than you were. Because the other piece is that especially for those of us that have grandiose goals. Good morning, Barbara. Grandiose, like larger than life, abundant goals. For those of us who have those goals, we're encouraged to only celebrate once we get to that finish line. And not to celebrate and give ourselves a round of applause for every lap, right? I mean, in the track analogies that I love so much, you get that bell at that final lap. But I'm talking about ringing that bell every lap. That's what I'm talking about. Every lap we should be ringing a bell. Just because we made it through, and sharing that progress, not again to brag, but to find our voice. And I agree with you. Yes, girls are taught not to brag. We lead with, I don't want to brag, but, and then fill in the blank. I don't want to brag, but I have 20 years of experience. I don't want to brag, but I have my PhD. I don't want to brag, but this is my 4th business within a franchise that I started. It's sick. And I need us to begin to brag boldly. Not because someone else deserves it or to justify ourselves being in the room, but to show how far we've come. To be clear that I am not where I started. Yes, I have a long way to go, but I am sure as heck not where I was. And it's important that we recognize those benchmarks and we put them out into the world so people understand our progress, so we understand our progress. You have to share your victories. You have to share your victories so they become a reminder. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg is allowing for them to be highlights that we recall from year to year, those pictures that we get to see of our young children or benchmarks or weddings we attend as memories that pop up in our feed. That should be part of the victories, where you can look at what your website looked like, because you were proud that it was just up at all, to see how it is walking and talking and functioning and creating transactions for you and your community. You deserve to share your victories. You should share your victories. You should celebrate your wins, how big or how small they tend to be. It shouldn't be about only when you get to states, or only when you are employee of the year. When the presentation is done, celebrate. When the meeting is obtained, celebrate. Even if you haven't gone to the meeting, even if the presentation hasn't been conducted as of yet, even if you didn't get the answer whether or not it was sold or not, the progress moving forward should be celebrated. Your victory should be shared. And I know that it's hard for a lot of us to get comfortable being uncomfortable in that space. A lot of us says it's one of those situations, well, I will get recognized if I'm worthy of being recognized. But they can't recognize you if they don't know you exist, my friend. If they don't understand how far you've come. In a lot of ways, people want to see the journey. People want to be part of it with you. People want to understand the blood, the sweat, the tears, all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if those people in your life are part of your journey, from the moment in which you signed up for the online business, to the moment you took your first master's course, to the moment you opened your first bakery, if they were invested, they want to see the progress. They want to see the fruits of all of your labor. They want to see it. They want to be part of it. They want to understand it. They want to be proud of you. And so often we leave so many people out of that journey. We just want to pop up with the Grammy. We want to pop up with the Entrepreneur of the Year. But we haven't shared the breadcrumbs that led up to that. We haven't shared the smaller victories. We haven't captivated people with our story or how we've progressed. It's really just been about, okay, I'm doing this thing and I will see you again at the finish line. But there are so many victories along the way. And today I had to stop myself and I'm like, I gotta share this. I am proud of myself. And it felt great. And I have to tell you, even for the individuals who follow, fan, and like me, they didn't know what I was building behind the scenes. They had no idea the blood, the sweat, the tears that it took to build that, the hours of downloading and uploading and editing and sharing and connecting that it took. And it isn't their burden to carry, but it is my victory to share. And I had to, and I want to, and I need to, because there's so many wonderful things that you are all accomplishing each and every day, every week, every month, but you are keeping them secret. I don't know if it's to protect your community from how slow you think you are progressing, or if it's to protect yourself for not reaching that final goal and being dissatisfied. But those small victories keep us going. Those small victories keep us waking up every day charged. And the more you share them, the more invested your community becomes in your success. Right? How many of you are happy when that actor finally wins that Oscar? You've seen them in countless films, never winning, never winning, never winning. Doesn't it not feel amazing when they finally go on stage and accept what they have deserved? Allow for people to follow you on your journey. Allow for people to recognize the small victories as you lead to your long-term goals. Share your victories with your community today. I challenge you to share something that you've done along the way. Something that, some hurdle you have jumped or some accomplishment that you have made. I challenge you to do that today, because not only does your community deserve it, are they looking for it, are they interested in it, you deserve to celebrate your wins. And I'd love to be able to celebrate them with you. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Don't forget to follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. Make sure you watch. Hey, Donna, make sure you watch our new platform. Go to www.thisisit.tv for our new platform. All of the amazing content. There's both free and member-only exclusive content on that platform. If you're interested in becoming a member, just click the link in the post or reach out to me directly. I'd love for you to get in touch and join us as we share our growing community, our engaging content, and our real connections. More information can be found at thisisitTV.com. Make sure that you all not only are inspired for today, but stay motivated each and every day. As you find your voice, you tell your story, you no longer whisper your wishes, and you, in fact, scream your dream. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern. Take care. Bye-bye.